Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's sometime and someplace. Yeah. So, how you doing? It's 2025. I think it's like October 10th. I'm not sure. Uh, yeah. Not got much to say really. My morning pontifications. In lots of ways, I suppose, are trying to reach out to help others, you know. I mean, but that's, have we reached a point in society where helping others is, oh, you're just a controller, you're just trying to control other people? I've never wanted to control anybody. Just want people to feel free and make choices that they can sometimes regret and sometimes be happy for. But to actually make choices, I think we're almost stagnating in this current little framework of time that I'm witnessing. I think there's a level of stagnation that I think is really sad, because to to even live a life fully, you have to be up and around and interacting with other people. And sure, I know what we went through with the lockdowns, etc., and that was debilitating. But the real debilitation, the real disabling of interaction with each other has been very damaging. I mean, we all know that there's such a thing as a generation gap. And, I witnessed one with my parents, and blah, 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 goes back time immemorial. But the ones that grew up with isolation from their other people of their group, the ones that grew up being isolated, but also, isolated from the physical, mental, emotional, I suppose, spiritual growth that they would normally have experienced. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's time to open up. I mean, those that were closed down by current and recent events have to start to open up and start to interact. And we're doing it cautiously through screens. Oh, the old Black Mirror that I'm talking to right now. But we got to open up and be loved. Yeah, that's an old-fashioned word, beloved. You are my beloved. We've got to open up and be loved. You can't go out in society so guarded and so frightened and so fearful that somebody is going to interact with you who doesn't necessarily see things the same way you do. Oh my God, that's not interacting. That's you going out with a protective screen between you and them. I mean, how many people you go past in big cities? I mean, I'm in a big city, obviously. Los Angeles is a huge city, but it's actually a bunch of villages all pushed together. But the amount of people you see who are, you think are out there interacting with each other, and they're clutching their phone and they're on their phone, or they're, looking at it's like we have to actually talk to each other. We actually have to talk face to face. We actually have to touch each other. It's all, we've had some of our senses just completely torn away from each other. So, get out there, do stuff, have fun. Oh, Sandy Chowdhury. Hi, hello. Hi, Sandy Chowdhury. Is in the chat. Have you got any questions for me, Sandy? Because I have all the answers. All of them. Ask me anything. Anything at all. And I will tell you my truth. Yeah. I mean, yesterday, I interacted with somebody, a complete and utter stranger, never met before. I showed him kindness, and he came back with a different perception of his reality. He was in a very bad way, and I did what I could. But it's that interaction gave him the belief that not everything is horrific and sad and dead. It's not. We're all alive. Hi, Conrad. Hi, hello, happy day, Conrad. Rosa. I don't like that shit, number one. You don't enjoy interactions with other humans. That's okay. That's part of your makeup. But what I'm saying for, what I'm talking for is the growth of our communities. 50 XP. Tis me 2000. There's a few people in the chat. I don't understand 50 XP unless you're showing me digital, a digital financial exchange. XP, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Tis me 2000, kind of like got an emoji there going like this. If you don't understand, ask me a question, tis me 2000. Kinrad is tweaking, Conrad is tweaking. That's okay. That's chat. That's chat rank. Oh, I see. Oh, the number one? Yeah, I don't like number ones, or, you know, I mean, the thing is, it's like, if we're going to level the playing field, then, and I do believe we're capable of leveling the playing field, but if we're going to level the playing field, we have to level up, but not up in as much as I'm better than, but this society can be improved. So up meaning we can raise our frequency out of this dense sadness that we feel. And I mean, if you're not feeling sadness, then great, you know, awesome, you're probably already there. But I mean, you might be as an individual, but to raise society's consciousness, we have to raise our frequency a little bit. Shake your dreads, Conrad. No, Conrad's right. He hasn't got dreads. He's not tweaking. Tiz, are you trolling or something? Have you got? Hi, Tisme. Tisme, 2000. You're 25 years too late. Yeah. Now, anybody? Melissa Tiller. Hello, beautiful people from South Carolina, sending love and peace. It's brilliant that you're doing that, and I think we need to pour that over like honey. We need to pour it over society. Love and peace. That's it. Be it, and then feel it, and then bring it out into the world. That's perfect. Conrad's trolling. Conrad's not trolling. Conrad's a very, very beautiful human being in Poland, doing wonderful work and being a very good friend to me. So he ain't trolling me. Maybe he's trolling you. I don't know, Tisme. You have yet to say anything or ask a question. apart from sending very funny emojis. You're not really asking me anything or partaking in this conversation. So I'm sorry, Tismi. Ask me a question or make a statement like beautiful Melissa did. Beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people from South Carolina, sending love and peace. See? Do you like Fallout 4? I don't play video games. I'm sorry. I mean, apart from this one, you know, this one I'm in right now. And this one I'm aware of. This one, there's an awareness to it, which I don't find in many virtual reality video games. I took my virtual reality headset off and said, oh my God, I've still got one on. This is it. Oh, well, that's too bad. No, not really. I just don't enjoy it. What about Top Gear? No, the guy who did, the main guy who's courted controversy in BBC, on the BBC, Top Gear, he was funny because he pushed the limit of his popularity, Jeremy Clarkson. But he's part of the elitist triangle, you know, the pyramid. He's part of the pyramid. He's up there somewhere, and he can afford to play silly games and, you know, not do anything that's wise, but to do it because it's controversial. Anyway, he has great books. He does, but you know, some of his stuff is really kind of a little too, let's go back to the old ways. That to me is the small c conservative trap, is you can't go backwards. But yeah, well, I mean, you know, everybody's entitled to their view. I didn't like Jeremy Clarkson's very much, although I do find him quite entertaining. I think it's because he's embracing the absurd nature of fame. Okay, I was going to say this world has enough drama and no video games needed. But we're all different. Yeah, we are. And I mean, I'd rather somebody play, I mean, the vast majority of what I can understand of video games are, you know, you're in the game, and a lot of them are first shooter, which I find very disturbing. But if they're acting it out in a video game rather than going out there in the world and doing it, then yeah, I suppose that's it. Tis me, the world's going crazy. Oh my God. You know what? Tis me 2000, you can take the 2000 off of that. We've been going crazy since the time we stood up. The speed at which we're going crazy over the last generation or so is definitely ramped up, but that's okay. I mean, the thing is, if we're all crazy, then one flew over the cuckoo's nest. You see, we have to be. We have to question our reality. Okay. Maybe with VR that would be better. It is for some people. I mean, I talked to somebody yesterday who relieves their stress by walking around in fields, and I mean, they're a city, a very city orientated life, and it's all concrete jungle and doing business, and they don't like it very much. So I said, don't do that then. And they said, no, what I do to escape it is put on a VR headset and walk around in the woods and the forest and hear the trees and see the birds, and, you know, and I'm like, well, you can do that in real life. I mean, it's just not just around the corner, you know. But some people choose that. So yeah, maybe some people are better off with that. Yeah. So, yeah, be the thing you want to see in this world, I suppose is what I'm saying. If you want to see love and peace, be love and peace. get out there and be creative and help others and just be the love and peace you want to see in this world. It's not that difficult. I'm helping a friend who struggles with this existence so much. And every time I reach out to her, she pulls back. And she's like, what do you want? You know, it's this whole fear-based thing. It's like, by giving, you don't expect anything back is my principle. I mean, just by giving, you know. But there are takers in this world who will take and then go, well, I deserve it. Of course I deserve it. It's like humility. We have to be humble. We have to share. This is why I'm sharing what I think, because it's easy for me to do so. The tools are provided. The fact that I'm banned on some of the social media or shadow banned or anything doesn't really affect me. I still do it. Kind of like talking to myself. W Man SS hopes people are kind to each other in US. In Poland, it seems getting worse. I think if you look at what's provided as the news through various means, the printed word, or, you know, the TV set or the radio, whatever you listen to the news on, social media especially, they want you to be in fear. So they're going to promote the idea that people aren't going to be kind to each other, or they're not being kind, because that puts you in fear of them not being kind. But you be kind anyway. Be kind anyway. It's not rebellious to be kind. It's the opposite, actually. It's compliance with the one, with the balance, with the life that we're going to have. It's being the thing that you want to see. Huh. It's a bright day today. Yes, I work in healthcare, and when I have a bad day, I go into nature and enjoy every single little thing. Melissa, you're perfect. That's the way it should be. You know, when it gets too much, recognize the slippery slope, because it can depress you. I mean, it can be very depressive working with sick people and interacting with somewhat sick people. It can be quite debilitating. So you have to take time for yourself to recharge your battery so as you can go back in and help others. But yeah, be aware of it, because you know, it's a slippery slope, and you have to just, oh, okay, I'm out of this. You know, you feel yourself going in, oh, I'm out of this. It's not running away, it's actually just recharging your batteries, and we all need to do that. Okay, some see that as weakness. Of course they do. And I mean, some will always see the opposite of what you're trying to say. You know, there'll be people that say, oh, look, he's a loony. And I don't care, to be honest. Are you a therapist? No. I'm a conduit for all the love and beauty that I've seen in the world. I'm a spreader of the idea that abundance is not a financial reward. Abundance is knowing that you're here to witness the great beauty of this human experience, and I'm just passing that along the line. I'm not, you know, it's like running a relay race. I mean, here's the baton. See the goodness, see the love, and it's seeing the love. It's you know, we're born with unconditional love. We go out of this world with unconditional love. Everything in between is a game, and the game needs to be played fairly, and that means you have to be fair, and you have to be good, and you have to be righteous, and you have to be all those things. But you can't do it through ego, because if you do it through ego, you attain fame, and once you attain fame, they'll come in and they'll take it away from you anytime they want. And who are they? They're the dark people. They're the dark ones who want to control you. I'm in control of me. They want to control me. I don't let them. Wow. In a nutshell. In my nutshell. Jesus Romero Marti, what is your favorite quote? for the tough days. David quote. Oh, for the tough days. My favorite quote for the tough days is embrace them. Embrace them. We have to see the dark in order to evaluate the light. You have to see the dark in order to evaluate the light. And then you choose the light, obviously. Okay, so I suppose it would be one of many of Carl Jung's quotes or Albert Camus' quotes. Oh, Albert Camus, his quote, the one quote from The Myth of Sisyphus, which he redid, in that moment before he starts to push the rock back uphill in a futile gesture to have it fall down the other side for eternity, which is something we can't even grasp, eternity. But in that brief moment when he turns to start to push the rock back up the hill, in that moment is, he says, in that moment, all is well. So it's, again, it's embracing the duality. It's understanding that you have to be stoic. Not that I am a stoic, or I believe in the stoicism of many people's self-abuse. I embrace the beauty of everything. It's to know that everything we see is in some way manufactured as a control system, but at the same time there's some beauty in that even. So, you know, it's tough. It's making your own evaluation, but it's knowing you're going to err in your duality. You're going to err towards the light eventually. I mean, you might have to experience the dark. I've experienced the dark many times, but it's like I come out the other side thinking I've got to find the light, and I am, you know, so I balance the dark and light in this world. But it is a duality. The human experience is here to experience that duality, and never more in history that I can remember has there been more of a challenge to do so, to embrace the duality, to make it balance in you. It's a moral compass, and the dark side want to play spin the bottle, you know, spin the moral compass, and you're going, no, I'm not spinning it, I'm fine, thanks. Okay, love your energy, subscribe, thanks for being a real person and speaking to others with respect. It's what we have. Our language, even though it's inadequate in a lot of ways, we're learning to use that language better and better. And I think that there are many people that are learning to use language in a better way. But it's being. You have to be that, instead of just being like me, a portal to a load of words and, you know, making them work for me and trying to help others. That's a good thing, but it's just a tiny step forward. It's not a massive leap, because we only have 26 letters in order to rearrange those, and you become your own author, which makes you your own authority. And then as with that authority, you go out in the world and you make mistakes because your language is insufficient in passing over the two things that we talk about all the time, that we don't even have definitions of: love and God. It's like, describe love, describe God. You can't. You just have to be it. Not God, but you have to be love, and love is God. It's a pathway too. So unconditional love, where you have no conditions upon it. You love your enemy. Tough one, that was something I had to learn. But you know, it's Without that, we're kind of not communicating in an adequate way, because we don't have an understanding of it yet. But we if you know your eternal spirit is going to be part of your human experience eventually, yeah, I mean, you might go to heaven and it's St. Peter's at the gate and there's a long beard and he's, you know, God's up in a cloud and there are people with harps and wings. You can believe any version of that. But if you're not trying to be the best person you can be in this duality, and understand that you are already that, you're already on a spiritual, eternal spiritual journey, and this is just the human experience, then you'll probably end up being looped back in. I mean, a lot of people talk about recently about reincarnation and how you might come back as, you know, a harmless little animal or a bug that gets squished or what. It's like, no, in a way, I think it's you get a complete memory wipe and then you're told, oh, well, you didn't quite get it, do it again. And it's like, maybe I've done thousands of those. I don't know. Maybe I'm still doing thousands of those. I don't know. But the feeling I have inside is I'm not coming back. This is my last ride as a human experience. And I might have another experience on my passing from this vessel. And I look forward to it. I'm not in a rush to get there because I'm really enjoying this human experience, but I do understand that it has to end, and I embrace it in a way that is of my own volition, my own choice, and it's important that I choose for me. Okay. Thank you, Melissa Tiller. She's number 1 now. Comrade's number 2. Oh, there's a race. Jesus Romero Martini 3. There's a race in the chat room because they keep giving you these crowns. No, thank you. And these numbers, number 1, number 2, number 3. See the peers. No peer pressure. You're all powerful human beings. Be them. Be the powerful human being that you know you really are. And just go out and love people. Love and peace. That's a lot longer than I thought I was going to witter on about. 27, wittering on. 27, 43, 44. Oh my God. Anyway, help somebody today. Be the love that you want to see in the world. Be the peace that you want to be in the world. Thank you for those wise words, Melissa. Thank you, Comrade Russo, for being just such a brilliant man. You really are. Is wave particle duality nice? Is wave particle duality theory? I don't know. I mean, I've studied it a little, and yes, I mean, you know, the double slit experiment means that everything's real and everything's fake. You know, there's science has reached a stone wall. You know, it's boom. So now they're making shit up. Nobody knows what dark matter is, but they've given it a name and they called it dark. No, I'm sorry, but it's like science has reached a stone wall. We're not ready to understand. Even the most brilliant minds, the brilliant physicists, the quantum physicists, the quantum theorists, these wonderful people that are trying so hard to find out what's the greatest thing in the world and what's the smallest thing in the world. It's like, God, you're not going to get the answer because we're not ready. But we're ready to embrace the ideas, but it's not solid. Any science that gives you a solid answer, we don't know yet. We're not sure. We're 99% sure, but we're not sure. Oh gosh, this coffee's kicking in. Comrade, that's part of that game still. Yeah, I mean, but it's my game. It's my game. You're playing by my rules. You're playing by your own rules. Everybody, this idea that somebody else is going to rule, that's rubbish. the game is still the shell game. It's still find the lady. I went on a walk recently along a popular tourist spot in by the seaside in Los Angeles called Venice Beach. And there was a guy still there doing the find the lady trick with the cards, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's time to find your individual connection to consciousness, because we all have that. That's our consciousness. And then accept that as being where you are, and then embracing the greater consciousness that is all of us and everything. It's hard to think of everything, isn't it? So I think of everything and nothing at the same time. It's all there, but it's not. It's all there, but it's not. It's all there, but it's not. Duality, still in the duality. Love ya. Gotta go. Cheers then. Love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to subscribe to Tunnel Mental, you'll get a load of nonsense from me, and you'll also get a load of music and art and me expressing myself and being fun and silly and serious and then not so serious, and all the every multifaceted part of me I try and pour into my art and my music, and even into my little morning pontifications. I'm just pouring me out like honey across the sea of indifference and seeing if somebody's going to pick up on Love and Peace. And I'm so happy that Melissa picked up on Love and Peace, and so happy that Conrad picked up on Love and Peace. It's the only way forward, and I love you very much. This will be it for today. Bye for now. Bye. Love you. Cheers.